or after this game, we will give away the Bullet Rain M4. Now, we are into the pistol rounds. Take it away, Dan.
All right, so it looks like LDLC is starting things off with a bit of an A push, and Shoxy already decapitating the one Angel over by A main. So things going pretty well for LDLC on the entry, but can they keep it going? The ball is continuing to roll here in favor of LDLC as Smith goes into the back with the second frag there. Markov goes down, and we have ourselves a 4-on-2. These CTs are trying to work their way back in, but these nades flying in their faces, the bomb going down, all these angles. It's certainly going to be very hard for them to pull this one off. And they do very well to even get a couple of frags here. It's already, though, Flamey picking up one. And there's the return from Happy. And Dozier looking for those angles. But here it is. Oh, wow. Nice reaction there to Kiyoshima. But the time is ticking away. There's only so much of it. And Dozier's not going to be able to pull this one off. They're playing this expertly. Dozier picking up another kill. Wow, he gets the next one as well. So at least he gets some frags there.
Can he save his armor?
3 kills from for Dozier. Oh, he does save the armor. And not only that, making so many kills, he's actually going to be able to buy, have some interesting buy options here. $24.50. So he could get creative with that, actually, because they're going to go for the purchases. Or will he just save most of it? It's really up to him. There's lots of ways you can go with this. He's not bought anything, in fact. He's going to stick to what he had, so he's just going to be saving that. I guess an early AWP can be purchased if they want. Yeah,
I think that's why he's doing it. Also, you can see his comments 13/26. He is talking about the bullets in the P2000, I guess, which is, I think, got accidentally nerfed along with the P250. So we'll look at that in the next rounds, just to confirm. But I think there was a script error in the... Basically, they removed 2 magazines from the P250, and I think they accidentally did it to the P2000 as well, because apparently they appear to share the same script in the programming. So you saw that Dozier had to pick up another pistol in that pistol round.
So I like this this approach from LDLC there. They sent like the 2 players with the pistols in first towards B, just on a regular straight up B push. Sure, the possibility that they can run into a stack is there, but we can see that that wasn't the case. So, you know, the gamble worked out very well, because then they get on top of a site, a bomb's down, after plant. It's pretty impossible for the CTs just with pistols there. So it's a cool little strat there from LDLC in that situation to deal with the pistol armor of HellRaisers. Because often you don't see people stack a huge amount of the time when they go for pistol armor. So I actually do like that call very much.
That's an interesting way to get up into this ladder area without making any sound on the ladder. And it looks pretty fast as well, so bear that in mind. The vent has been breached by Happy, though, unbeknownst to Angel. And wow, it looks like they just charged through to the B area. Again, this is another eco from HellRaiser, so not a big deal as it otherwise would be. 4-man retake attempt here coming in. Although
exits,
the way they're positioning, looks like they're going to go for exits as opposed to retakes.
This is one of the reasons why, like, when you just have the pistols and you didn't really invest anything, like in this case, I really love the option that teams go for when they go for the stack, because, I mean, you can potentially pick up weapons out of something like this, because we're seeing the LDLC are trying to break out here. It's very feasible that you can pick up some exits. Obviously, the retake's never going to happen, but see, they actually got, okay, they only got 1 frag there, and maybe if they delay LDLC enough, maybe someone gets picked off because of the bomb as well. So you can actually end up doing quite a bit of damage with it. So it's, if you don't get the stack, well, that's okay, and then you can, you know, or rather, if you get the stack and they don't run into it, that's okay. But then you go for the exits, and then maybe you get a little bit lucky, and it's nice. It's not all for nothing. So the AWP on Simple then, that's what we like to see, and usually he takes it away, and they're like, yeah, Simple, you can just go there by yourself, we trust you. And often he delivers as well, so they're going to go for the 2 over the top at once. In fact, Simple on middle, in fact, he's looking right in the right spot. When are they going to peak, though? That's really the question. Markov, instead, the solo player, at the back of the A site, going to spot some action. It's Simple turns his attention towards A right there, leaving middle open. This is a great distraction here from LDLC. And are they going to go over the top? Yeah, they're going over the top here into the middle. What a beautiful distraction play, wrapping around the side. Look at them trying to catch those rotating players, but they are all funneling into the same position. And HellRaisers having an easy time of it, taking down everybody but Shoxy. And there it is. Nice round picked up by HellRaisers. I like the idea from LDLC, but certainly not the best engagement there on short.
They got the AWP as well, the all-important AWP, and Simple has a very good spawn in comparison to his teammates at least, to get into a good position fast. Again, mid is an area which can be spammed with lots of smoke grenades and flashes, but looks like he is going to be heading over to the B bomb site. So they're going to rotate his position to make him his location less predictable, which means that it's going to be harder for LDLC to counter his play. You can see Kishima going for the wallbang that heads up towards the CT entrance into mid. Flamey down to 17 HP. He is currently on the A bomb site. Not sure exactly where he took that damage, but he's going to be playing a passive position towards the car. You can see they've lost mid already. We've got 3 French players just loitering. Smith looking to cause some absolute havoc there with a very aggressive position, looking up towards A, but no frags yet for either side. Smith still looking for that connection. Angel down to 62 HP. Smith down to 50 HP himself. So some tagging going backwards and forwards.
Good map control here from LDLC. They got middle away from HellRaisers, so HellRaisers don't know what's happening. They have no idea, really. They're going to have to either take an information play to find out, or they're going to have to just guess. And we're going to see that MBK peaks from B storage. Still, he's just harassing. It's not a huge amount of info. We've got 3 players for HellRaisers towards B, and we have LDLC slowly making their way up short now, looking for the pick there. Smith's leading the charge there towards the car. Gets the shot onto Angel. That's a nice entry there. There's still one player lurking in the site. It is, of course, Markelov, who is sitting in the corner, and he is very important here. If Markelov can find a couple of kills here, that could be the difference, but he goes down. Smith finds another one, and things are looking worse and worse for HellRaisers here on this very important buy round in the early stages of Cash. Match point for LDLC if you just joined us in this grand final for the G2A.com Europe Cup. And Simple are going to be against everyone. The world is going to be chasing him down now to get that frag, get that AWP out of HellRaisers' hands. And more importantly, Simple's hands. Oh, it's going to be a close one. And he's not going to see happy, and there it is. Bye-bye AWP.
The baiting from LDLC on that round was absolutely insane. That was insane. They had a player here, you had Happy here, you had Markelov here, and you had another player here. And Happy basically opened this door to bait the guy coming out from car for him to get AWP'd by Smiths in that area. It was insane play, such detail from LDLC. Fantastic. They are looking extremely dangerous on this map.
And we're seeing that we are in for another A round, as they are choosing this time to push into A instead of B on the anti-eco. In go the grenades, in go the picks. Simple able to take down one, but MBK going to push his team further onto the bomb site for that plant. Flamey and Dozier with their less than, well, not ideal pistols really, going to try to make their way in. So another round picked up by LDLC, and this is going far too well on the T side here for LDLC. HellRaisers, they're in that position, aren't they, James, where stuff is starting to, like, that slippery slope is starting to be very apparent for them, because they lost those 2 key buy rounds, and now their money is all screwed up. They don't have any grenades, really, so it's awkward.
The microscopic detail in LDLC's mid-round strats, I think, is on the T side. It's just, look, it looks insurmountable right now, but it's still early days here. 5-1, and again, with an AWPer like HellRaisers on Simple side, like Simple on HellRaiser's side, when it gets to the second half of this map, HellRaisers could easily do the damage that we're seeing from LDLC now, just in a very different style. LDLC with all the nades.
That's my favorite Molotov.
In the right places.
The Molotov for the guy at the back boxes. You can see where it landed there. And that can bait someone to go and have to jump out, basically, from that position. And you can catch him when he's jumping from the position and get a free frag. It's great.
That's a position we've seen Dazed from ex-iBuy Power abuse quite a lot. But not going to be any AWP holding there now, as there isn't one to be seen on the HellRaiser side.
MBK pushing all the way into vents. All caught from 2 angles. That's brilliant stuff there for HellRaisers, as they are with 2 men. The 2 men to the goods, and that's great if they can actually take this round. There's even an AWP to be picked up from Smith. In he goes, though. Strapping that Rambo bandana on tight as Smith goes up on top of the red container, picking up a quick kill onto Dozier. In goes Markov from the back with a spray down. That's beautiful. Now he gets the AWP there for HellRaisers, and things definitely look quite, well, Okay, they look better. They look better. Still not so rosy here for HellRaisers, but definitely looks a little bit better.
Quickly worth noting, with this door, when it's open, you think, why don't the CTs just go and close it? The problem is, if you just run up and close this door, this is an angle where you just may get savaged by the Ts for punishing you for closing the door, which happened to me, actually, 2 days ago. So it's not as simple as it may seem. No pun intended.
That was a beautiful pop flash there from Happy. Punished Simple, who was actually pushing with an AWP. That's a push that he does very rarely, but he usually does it like once a game at least. And this was just the round that Happy caught it, and he's going to get the pick onto Markelov as well. Rotation coming in from HellRaisers. Happy with another frag. That's 3 kills from Happy before he goes down. This is horrendous for HellRaisers. So much damage being done by a single player as things just were starting to look a little bit better for them.
Yeah, that's going to be good for his HLTV stats for this year. Again, with the CT side losing players there, they're forced to peek to kind of formation, so they put their place in the right place to try and defend the bomb sites as much as possible. And Happy's just standing there and punishing them for those peaks. 6-2, and HellRaisers find themselves on another eco here. This is looking like a shutout for LDLC right now. HellRaisers, with their economy is in tatters. Looking at LDLC side, it's not fantastic either. There are some trades going in, but HellRaisers needs to start winning rounds, and they need to start winning rounds ASAP.
There you go, Happy in very fast. You can start to see the, not necessarily lack of respect from LDLC, but them just feeling so confident in their abilities, picking up the pace, pushing in. I love this no-nonsense attitude to these anti-ecos. They just get themselves in a site. It's either A or it's either B. There's no messing around looking for picks, none of that business. No, they just go in and they wreck faces, and that is all she wrote. Shock's going to pick up the frag onto Dozier. Markelov soon to go down as well. He scouts around for potentially an exit, and it is 7 rounds for LDLC, and HellRaisers, something needs to give, something needs to change. Simple's going to pick up the AWP. I imagine he's not going to feel so comfortable to just go for a door push again, but we'll see how he mixes it up here for his team.
What's interesting is, I don't think I've ever seen Simple holding the position on A that Dazed holds into A main. He's normally rotating and just being all over the place, but when that's not working, like here, I wonder if like a standard position.
This is usually his default with the AWP on A. I do believe at the quad boxes at the back. At least I think we saw that from him in the semi-finals against that. He was standing here a lot. Not quite as close to the door as some players, but there it is. There's the AWP battle. Simple wins out. That's a great result for HellRaisers. Hopefully for their sake, they can turn that into some momentum here as they take the advantage into this round. And we'll have ourselves another pick from Angel as Kyoshima fancies himself on middle. HellRaisers starting to make the kills happen. It's actually a bit of a shutout now, winning the Angels all over the place, and that's what counts. Because I mean, LDLC was starting to get so confident that they're just not having to rely on their strategies as much, but they can just power through with the picks.
Okay, so HellRaisers 4-round deficit at the moment. Definitely can get themselves back into this game. This is an important round, although LDLC should be able to force if they were to lose this round. But HellRaisers definitely don't want another eco, and Smith is going to take down Dozier in the middle. And that's going to be mid in control of LDLC once again. We've got 3 people in mid at the moment. Smith's just annihilating people this round. Got to put a stop to that because he is costing them a hell of a lot of money. 4 people in mid now for LDLC. He's going to charge into the site. You can see there's been a full rotation from HellRaisers. They've got 3 people remaining. They're all on the A site. That's going to slow down LDLC as they have sent NBK on a recon mission towards B. He's found it's clear, and the rotation is coming in from Simple as the last man, but they're just getting cleaned out all over the map.
This is looking like a very fast game. This map is usually it's supposed to be CT-sided. I mean, it is. It's a pretty CT-sided map. I mean, generally speaking, you see a lot more trouble for the Ts.
Why are HellRaisers losing?
I don't know. I mean, obviously, Kucha's not here. We've got Flamey standing in. And Flamey is no slouch, but he's not a guy that's played on HellRaisers so like nearly as much as Kucha has, obviously.
course.
So he's not really part of the team. Whether that affects them that much, I would imagine HellRaisers will be the least affected by this out of some teams because they don't rely as much on some of these plays. But look at the sneakiness from Markov. He's just sitting in the smoke, picks off one with a deagle. That's something at least. Maybe some more damage can be done. We've still got Simple and Dozier alive. There's a second frag found, but into the flames and the AK, Simple will go. And there's another one for LDLC. So it's a sad story for HellRaisers right now.
Yeah, things looking tough for them, to say the least. Dozier, is he going to drop another AWP for Simple? Indeed he is. Or, looks like Dozier's going to run with the AWP himself, actually, which is interesting. He is playing the mid position, so this is a bit of a changing tactic. Again, we have two people up towards the mid area. Dozier spotted one, he spotted the other one run back as well. He's going to wait, and he's not fast enough on the trigger. He gets taken out by Smiths. He's just too fast with the AWP. 3 versus 3 though, as the trades coming in here for both teams. No helmets on the HellRaisers side. Versus 2 AWPs and an AK. Won't really matter. Markov going to stop happy in A main. The bomb is in mid with Smiths. NBK following him up. So 2 AWPs versus 3 rifles.
It's certainly an interesting matchup. Smiths has been on point. And, that's very nice there. Very good timing from Markov to pick up the kill. NBK, 50 seconds left to work with. He's going to have to start speeding things up because he's got to get the bomb or he's got to get the 3 frags. And 45 seconds is not really all that much time considering where he is right now. Markov, is that smoke? Oh, that's a GG smoke right there. MBK has to go right through it. Flashes himself through, actually. That's a really nice reaction there with MBK with the AWP. Goes for that quick scope, doesn't land it. And we do have another round for HellRaisers. 4 on the board. If they can get themselves to 6, I can maybe believe.
NBK was in with a chance of winning that round.
Yeah, he was.
He had 32 seconds left on the clock, so that was entirely doable for him. You can see Simple now pushing with the AWP again. So definitely going to give it to the man with the fast trigger finger, although Dozier also has playing 2 AWPs now. He's going to be holding the B bomb site, although he's got support as well. Often we see it from Virtus Pro. They'll stick Neo with the AWP on the B bomb site and leave him there on his own and strengthen up the other areas. However, HellRaisers putting 2 B, 2 A, and only 1 mid. Smith taking down Angel. Markov soon to follow him into a coffin. So another round going in favor of LDLC in terms of picks. They just completely swarmed a bomb site, forcing HellRaisers to retreat for the last round, it looks like.
Yeah, we've seen that way, and it's going to be very difficult. So many tough spots created by LDLC. LDLC have very good T-strats and very nice execution and entries, and these team play setups are so good. And it does feel like they're outclassing HellRaisers dramatically at the moment.
HellRaisers have no answer for LDLC's T side.
I mean, this is where HellRaisers should, in theory, be able to get their edge, is on the CT side. That should have been a great result for them to start on CT, get a good half going. But it's all kind of going pear-shaped, and it's. I guess we're going to have to see how their T-strats play into this game. And, well, I mean, I have to see this last round first. We do have HellRaisers pushing in on middle.
Yeah, they've finally taken middle in the last round of the half with only 1 rifle on the team. So, see how this works out for them. Got a man in the vents as well.
Simple, but oh my god. Did he? Oh, Happy moved through. Okay, all right. So here we go. Happy moving through on middle there. They do spot one of the last players that's left alive over by sandbags. Simple coming in from the back, though. That's a nice team play. Nice save there for Flamey. The Simple picks up the AK. Bomb goes down, though. So no kit at all on HellRaisers right now. They cannot waste any time going for this. Bomb ticking away. Kyoshima already working into working it onto Flamey. And there it is. Finishing him off is Shoxy. 11-4, the score in the first half. That's a remarkably strong showing for a T-half of Cash. HellRaisers need to step things up dramatically on the pistol round and the following rounds. The rest of the half, the rest of the series, they want any hope of bringing this back. and having a chance to claim that $5,000 first prize put up by G2A.
Just a quick reminder, guys, if you are entering our giveaways on Twitter, for example, you have to be following the Twitter. On the channel, the Twitch channel, you have to be following the Twitch channel. And on Facebook, all the rules are on there as well. So just bear that in mind, guys, if you are looking to win some of these skins generously donated by CSGO Lounge. Again, in celebration of us making 150K people betting on one match and 500,000 skins on one match. This is potentially the last game of this G2A, sorry, Europe.
G2K.
10K final.
G.
I got there in the end.
All right, well, we've got the push coming in from HellRaisers very soon into their A-bomb site. LDLC have to connect shots very quickly because as soon as HellRaisers close that distance, it's lights out for this defense here on the A site. In they go now, and there's a lot of players, 3 in fact, but instantly killed there by HellRaisers. Great work on the entry, and they are going to get the bomb planted. Shoxy and MBK coming in now to try to save this, but Shoxy going down with no response, and this was glorious. Oh, the knife! Yeah, that's what we like to see. Flamey going for the knife and reclaiming some dignity.
Absolutely.
Get some respect back and some bank. That's $1,500 there.
That's an AWP next round.
That is AWP right now. That's AWP now. This is no. Actually, it would be very inadvisable to go for an AWP right now against Pistol Armor, but yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah.
Or Negev. Negev.
Let's not go too far.
All right. Well, Markov. A nice shot there onto Shox as he was trying to push in B storage. Not going to happen, I'm afraid. To tell you, Shox. We do have HellRaisers pushing in middle as well, so just trying to take control of all of the map. And we do have a push coming in from the back here from Happy, going to spot a couple players. And this is what I was talking about. LDLC's approach in this situation was much different. They decided to just hit one site really hard and very quickly against Pistol Armor. And you can see why. As a Pistol Armor can work really well against these AKs in like one-on-ones in certain situations, so you've got to be careful about that. But
indeed. And you know, HellRaisers are going to want to play the ranges. They're going to be they want to be as far away as possible to make those CZs as weak as possible, essentially. The headshot range is much further away, although Happy doesn't give a crap about that, and we'll just spray them down, all bullets to the face.
And just steal away an AK, that's huge value but from Happy there. Oh, is he going to go for another frag? Okay, well, he was trying to catch someone who would be running in a bad position to try to get an easy engagement. But he's not been spotted just yet, so going to just hightail it out of there. So it's good work here from Happy. 2 frags and picking up an AK. That's so much value. So that's going to be a bit annoying for HellRaisers. I wonder where they're going to put the AK on the next round.
Interesting, indeed. I want to say they'd give it to Shoxy, but I think it might be... Well, Happy probably keep it himself because he's got the armor as well.
I guess there's like a few ways to look at it.
Because Shoxy will be happy with a pistol, right? I would give it to Shoxy... I don't know. I mean, like looking at the stats from previous matches, Kiyoshima's been like doing insane for them as well. So,
yeah.
So I think you just leave it with the guy. It makes the most sense to give it to the guy who has the armor.
I would like to play it on either mid or A personally, with just a few players in mid, just to... Or I don't know. There's another. I guess another way you could go is like sometimes when you've got a weapon in a situation like this, you want to put it on like a site. Like for example, I think Inferno is always the easiest example of something like this, where let's say Inferno you save a couple weapons. Okay, where do you put those weapons to CTs? Well, a lot of teams tend to just put them on B because if B gets hit, you've got a really strong defense on B. But if A gets hit, they can just save them for the next round when their teammates can buy. And so you have that dynamic going. So that's another thing to consider. So all about choice and feeling and who wants to play where, what kind of push or hold they want to go for, if they want to go for a stack or what it is. So it's always cool to see what teams go for. So we're going to see the rifle going towards A.
Looking at the frags, Happy is on top of the board with 19 kills as well. So he definitely best placed to be rocking that AK in this eco round from LDLC. And now we have that fast push we're talking about, this time from HellRaisers, going towards the B bomb site. Flash is coming in, but they're going to get the first 3 frags. 4. Happy, last man standing with the AK, going to get sprayed down on 2 of them. So a bit of damage in there. Going to have to force 2 people to rebuy. But yeah, I do believe we are going to see the AWP on Simple. Now, this is what it comes down to. This is crunch time. He has to destroy LDLC in the same way that Smiths destroyed HellRaisers on Dust 2. And as I say that, they buy an AK instead, so ignore all that stuff. But I'm curious to see what kind of plan they have in mind with regards to Simple going for an AK instead of an AWP.
So we have decent strength on middle here for LDLC. They got a good mid hold. We got a guy in vents, so he can cover anyone going over the top on the boost, and he can try to reinforce B if there's something crazy going on there. Or he can get flash into vent. Lots of options for him. You got the single man there spotting as usual on A, which is happy. And but you can this is a very fast response strategy setup from LDLC that also can gather information quickly if they need to. So there's lots to do with this setup.
Shoxy's position now, if they go for a boost, he will hear them jumping up as well, which is also important.
And they are going to make their way, a few players just clearing out A main. And again, they don't have to commit. They can go for like a delayed mid-take or anything like that. But wow, look at the instant Molotov, instant smoke onto that as they go in for the push for A main. No messing about. In comes MBK from Forklift. And now things are going to start heating up. There's Dozier on the flank. Shox pulls out his weapon. Doesn't adjust in time. Great cover from Dozier on the flank. Happy still at the back of the site though. This could be problematic now as it's a 2-on-2. In goes Happy again. Gets another frag. And that is now all on Dozier. He's got no health to work with. Has to connect with Smith's head instantly, and he won't do so. Smith's going to clean up the round and bring LDLC 12-7. And we have ourselves a very problematic situation now for HellRaisers. Had they won that, maybe the money gets to the point where they never have to eco again. But now LDLC can swing this back.
I wonder if Dozier might have got the kill there if he didn't bring out his knife for a second, because I feel like he saw Smith's before he could actually fire his gun from a quick drawing the AK again. And the same thing for Markelov. I think it was Markelov in A main as well, stopping the flank. He did it in time, but I think he could have done it a little bit faster if he didn't QQ. I think sometimes it's a tick I do as well, something that a lot of people from 1.6 do. I'll get back to that a bit later. HellRaisers are taking a site here, and they're cleaning house as only 2 people remain here for LDLC. Looks like they're going to be looking to do, I'm going to say, some economical damage, but they have opted otherwise. I think the commands come in to save the guns. But I was going to say, I think it was Markelov in A main stopping the flank. But sometimes people QQ because they want to make sure that their pistol is going to come out if they need it. But do it at the wrong time, and you may not be able to fire your gun as you engage an enemy. And that can be the difference between victory and defeat. HellRaisers with a strong round there, 4 people surviving. It's going to be good for their economy as LDLC are broken for the time being. Still a 4-round lead. They are also 4 rounds away from match victory here.
Yeah, this is really interesting now. HellRaisers have given themselves a shot into this game. LDLC on the ropes, on the money. So let's not see any funny business now, as we've been seeing on Nuke at least. All kinds of weird business on Nuke. Shoxy already going for the push for the P250 into B storage. This would be a great position to take control of or pick up that weapon. He's found a player that's isolated. And now quickly Markelov comes to the support of Dozier, who's low health, stuck in B storage. They need to get Dozier out of there, but they cannot. In comes Markelov now for the support. Now he's alone in a one-on-one. Loses that, and this is looking terrible. They are going to try to go back. Simple gets a couple frags as they try to take the weapons in B storage. But thankfully Simple was there to stop that weapon play, and now the round has been, or rather control of the round has been regained by HellRaisers thanks to Simple's triple kill. So things calming down again.
That was really, really worrying for HellRaisers. Important, you can see they left the bomb in a very passive position. So again, LDLC, NBK has no idea where the bomb is. They haven't seen it for the entire round, although they may see it fairly shortly. So flash coming in, but it's not going to do the job. NBK looking to get yet another frag. Up at those close distances, the P250 is very dangerous, and you have to commend Shoxy on being able to close the distance in the B area to a point where he could do so much damage with the P250. So great play by him, and massive damage done there to HellRaisers, but they are all rocking the AKs at the moment. Still a fair amount of money on 3 of the players, over $5,000. And LDLC looking for the double eco. Kiyashima going for the M4. Probably to balance. Oh, never mind. Actually, he's got $150. So, guess we've got a weird play coming out here for LDLC. Happy with an aggressive strat in the squeaky area, but not going to get the best of Flamey. And now we have the presence in mid from the terrorist side, but they haven't spotted Smith at sandbags, and he's going to get 1 kill on Simple. Get some information that Dozier and the bomb are in mid as well. It's going to be Kiyashima, last man standing, man with the M4. I do wonder if they went for like a one rifle buy, or if it was maybe an accidental buy. Maybe he bought too fast before the Cool came in, but he is going to be saving, of course, as his money is far behind the rest of his team here. So it does not make sense for him to go for it on this occasion.
HellRaisers are doing an amazing job actually on the T side. LDLC can't quite seem to get their economy going at all. And, you know, they lost that pistol round. I think that they've been struggling since, really. So good stuff from HellRaisers in this round. I really like the mid push. And that they just did a really fast mid push. It's super good on this map when you know you have a big advantage on the weapons. For example, there is this situation sometimes when the CTs like win the pistol, they keep the FAMASes, and you get your first buy and you buy up all AKs. Then like mid plays are super strong because you got AKs versus FAMASes and they don't have an AWP yet. Like stuff like that. I really love when teams identify these picking advantages, and HellRaisers so far are really abusing LDLC. Let's see if they can keep this going. Though we've got a full buy coming in. Smith with the AWP, Simple peeking over, trying to see what he can find here as these grenades, these pre-nades go into middle. In they go, and no wall of smoke. In fact, they got an aggressive smoke on connector and on the white box as well. HellRaisers looking to stir up some trouble. Still a good hold here. We can see a player at sandbags, one at the CT connector, one was at the vents. This is a good hold here from Shoxy with the M4. 2 players down for HellRaisers. Their mid control not quite going to plan. It's wavering at this point. Another great frag. Simple, the AWP going down. Another one thanks to Kiyoshima, and this is brutal. HellRaisers absolutely destroyed on the middle push.
I'm not sure if Flamey was jumping behind that part of mid-niv vents to try and get some information there, but I mean he was a flying target and he got taken out. That's for sure. I mean he didn't really offer much offense at all in mid, and that could be the round that crushes HellRaisers here. Because look at their money now. After this round, they are just completely destroyed. They finally went for the AWP on Simple, and it's like that blasted timing. There was just no engagement there for the longest time from the CTs. Then they all came out together, and they got some easy frags on the guys behind the hut, and the rest of them just went LDLC's way. They find themselves 3 rounds away from victory here, and HellRaisers with another 3-round deficit. Angel with no nades to speak of. You can see Markelov just holding a passive position towards the door here. I guess he's waiting. Sometimes people can open the door while a teammate throws in a pop flash and you get a quick peek, so he's going to protect himself from that, which is why he's holding that angle despite the door being shut.
Look at that. Great flash in for a teammate. MBK goes in, picks off one, but sees all the players. More importantly, rotation commences. They pick up a frag in middle. They're cutting off the split here very effectively. It's all on this push for A main from Dozy and Flamey. Got to make some good frags if they want this one to work. You have the nades coming in. Look at these smokes blocking off that vision. Getting the bomb down seems a little bit difficult right now, though, for HellRaisers, as LDLC lock it down. 2 players left. Oh, great damage there from Flamey. Gets the one by the corner there, by the door, and it's a one-on-one. Smith, just as low as Flamey. Has the AWP, 20 seconds left. The bomb needs to go down. Spot Smith gets the spray. Flamey with an excellent end of the round to save it for HellRaisers. Beautiful stuff. Now LDLC have no money.
Indeed, but we've seen how dangerous they can be on the eco as well, so definitely HellRaisers need to be on their toes, need to be very careful. We need to pay attention to how LDLC take positions at the beginning of this round. Again, you saw Shocks in the previous eco and how fast he got very, very close to them on the B, in the B area. Just watching the map now, it's going to be a different setup. We're going to have 2 people mid, but again, look how close Shocks is to team mid here. They're looking to get fast picks, and it looks like they may just go for an aggressive play here, and we may see the flank coming in. Angel going to stop it though. That's going to be some info for HellRaisers as well. He'll have to be wary of the mid area because Kiyoshima is still very close, and it looks like they have boosted him on top of team mid. Now that is very interesting.
I don't know if I've seen that boost before. I must have. It looks very boostable.
You'd think you should have, right? But I've never seen that before.
Yeah, that's the thing. But well, this could
it seems like a no-brainer.
It does. It does. It's just very strange. I think you can even jump. Yeah, I think you can. Can you jump there by yourself? I don't know. Either way, Kiyoshima might just get himself an easy one here. And if he is to get Angel, Angel's alone. Looks like Angel does know better, and he's pulling back. That's very smart. but he hears everything indeed. This is a great position for Kyoshima. Happy picks up the kill onto Angel. That's a nice push from Door, and that's going to thin out this push a little bit now. They've only got 3 players, and they're making their way through A main with 2 of them. And
Flanks
look at
coming
this.
in now from Kirishima as well.
LDLC on top of things. There you go, Simple though. Let's pick down Happy. Another frag in from Markelov. The rotation, it was good, but it wasn't quite fast enough. Great shot there from Kyoshima. Bomb going down, however. And he needs to get a weapon in his hands. He's got the AK. Good damage done onto Dozier. He's got no armor though. Kyoshima's got to find the heads here of these players, and he's got to find them fast. Doesn't have a kit in his hands either, so this is going to be very tough. Trying to make his way around Forklift now. That's a good opener onto Simple. Goes around the corner. Nice flash. Finds the next player. Great clutch there from Kyoshima. Finds both players. Oh, wow. He even got... That was a 3 kill, the first one, the P250. Picks up the AK. Swoops in. Saves the day. This is my definition of a man.
That was really brutal for HellRaisers. You could see they were trying to position themselves around the bomb site so they could get a trade frag. And Kirishima, with the superior positioning, put himself behind Forklift once he thought both players were on the bomb site as opposed to one player being to his left. Managed to create a 1v1 with the guy around the corner from Squeaky, then took out the low HP remaining player. So it was good play by HellRaisers, but better play and superior play from Kirishima. Definitely got the best of them.
And they have a nice setup on middle here now on sandbags. 2 players there. Just trying to like get that boost up onto the vent roof and look over the smokes. They see there's no one there. And look at this. Very sneaky from HellRaisers. A bit of a distraction in the middle with the grenades. But in they go to A. Trying to make their way onto that bomb site. In go the smokes as well. But have LDLC finally. They've caught on. They've repositioned. They've got themselves. Oh, great stuff there. LDLC with 3 quick frags. HellRaisers can't get anywhere onto that site at all. Stuck in A main, and that is 15 to 11. LDLC now on match point. This could be over very fast.
HellRaisers have nothing but handbags to swing at LDLC at this point, as they only have $2,000 in the bank per person almost. So we're seeing the direct 9s, the Deagle on Simple, and Dozier. This looks like the end, people.
This is the end. All right, we got ourselves some action in B storage. We got the peaks coming in. Happy with the poke into Squeaky, picks up a kill. Almost quite sad because when Simple tried that, Happy pop flashed it and annihilated him on the flip side of that. But Happy's been playing really well so far today. This is very grim indeed. Very grim end, it would seem, but we do have a couple players fairly low here for LDLC, and so we have Flamey and Simple left to save the day. Bomb is trying to make its way forward here now, and Simple gets a great shot there onto Smith. That's a 2-on-1 now out of nowhere. Happy is left alone against these 2 players. Happy, though, absolutely has a very doable position here. A rifle would certainly be a much nicer choice. Oh, if he times this grenade perfectly, he's a little bit too quick with the grenade, unfortunately. No way for him to know that, but in goes Happy. He does have a kit as well, so he can wait out these smokes if he wants.
Happy is the man with the plan who can, but will he? Are they going to peek him? He's waiting for the peek, and he is going to get taken out and slide down the ramp. That's going to be loads of
Splinters.
Pieces of wood in the wrong places. Splinters is the word I was looking for. Thank you very much.
Well, you know what? HellRaisers, they hang on in remarkable fashion once more. They can bring this back to an overtime. They can bring this series back to a win. It is absolutely possible. We've got LDLC on the pistol buy. They're dangerous on these pistol buys. Will HellRaisers read this, or will they get caught off guard by it? Got Happy on the jump spot. That Happy is the first player I saw doing that all the time, just spotting. One of the reasons for that as well is because if you smoke A main, then the T's can move into the angle, basically on the I don't know, the crate angle there, this side. They can move there for free if you smoke it, or they can stand behind the smoke and set up grenades, and all the while you don't know what's happening behind that smoke. So this is one of the reasons why you see a lot of top teams not smoking it, just so they can get the info, and that's much more preferable sometimes. Markov trying to see what he can see there in Squeaky. Here, maybe what's going on with the players. Sometimes if you hear them running, you can make a play, but the push is coming into B.
being very careful. You can see Smith just shooting the vents to try and slow down the HellRaisers, almost baiting them. His legs are exposed when he pushes that vent up close and personal with the CZ, taking down Angel. Got the AK, gonna finish Markov off as well. That's massive from them on this eco round. And again, you can see two people stuck in vent at the moment as they push the site. 1v1 though, and Shoxy's gonna make the most of it with that headshot.
Oh my god,
Oh.
is this happening? Flamey now against the last two, it happens. 16 to 12. You know what?